Imagine a young boy, Italian by origin, unable to speak French, and even resentful towards the French, because they had conquered his homeland. This boy grew up with an unquenchable ambition and one day became the man who would change the fate of Europe. He mastered opportunities with remarkable precision. Throughout his life, he reached the highest peaks and the deepest lows. He spared nothing to reach his ambitions, and during his rule, he conquered almost all of Europe. His name was Napoleon Bonaparte, a figure remembered as both a hero and a tyrant. Napoleon was born in 1769 on the island of Corsica, which at the time was an autonomous region. He possessed extraordinary courage, relentless ambition, and a sharp mind. He valued order, demanded discipline, and accepted no obstacle on the path to success. As part of the lower ranks of nobility, his father's good relations with the French allowed Napoleon to enter military school. At a young age, he found himself in a foreign land, surrounded by a foreign language. Yet his intelligence, discipline, and determination stood out. He gained exceptional knowledge in mathematics, history, geography, and the art of war. Amid the chaos brought on by the French Revolution, Napoleon rose rapidly. His courage, determination, and quick thinking made him one of the most remarkable officers of his time. In 1793, he earned promotion to Brigadier General for his success at the Siege of Toulon. In 1796, he led the Italian campaign and captured most of Italy within a year. The Egyptian campaign in 1798 did not bring the victory he expected, but through powerful propaganda, Napoleon turned it into a glorious triumph in the eyes of the people. In 1799, he exploited the chaos of the revolution, carried out a military coup, and seized control. When he took power in France, he was no longer just a soldier, but a leader determined to reshape his country. He reformed the economy, supported education and science, and laid the foundations of modern France. In 1804, he placed the imperial crown upon his own head. This act symbolized how a humble beginning had transformed into limitless power. The Napoleonic Code he established redefined justice and order. These laws would stand at the core of European legal systems for centuries, and their influence remains visible in modern law even today. The Battle of Austerlitz marked the peak of his military genius. Following this victory, his dominance over Austria, Prussia, Italy, and Spain solidified, and at the height of his power, he launched his campaign against Russia. But he did not know when to stop. The same determination that elevated him also led to his downfall. In 1812, he marched into Russia with nearly 560,000 soldiers. A campaign that became one of history's greatest military disasters. Freezing cold, hunger and disease destroyed his army. Fewer than 30,000 returned. After this, Europe united and rose against him. In 1814, he was forced to abdicate the throne and exiled to Elba Island. However, he never accepted surrender. 9 months later, he escaped, regained control, and returned as a ruler once more, only to suffer a crushing defeat at Waterloo against the British and Prussians. This time, he was exiled far, far away to St. Helena. There, now a prisoner, he spent his final years and died in 1821.